Hello and welcome to Season 3, Episode 7 of our career mode where we try and go from obscurity to Champions League glory. Today on the episode we have Maidstone at home and York at home in the Vanarama National League. Form since you were last with us hasn't quite been as good as it was previously. I think you were last with us for the Newport County game and the Woking game. We've only really had 4 games since then, but a 0-0 draw against AFC Fylde. As you can see, the big development from that was Rhys Gregor-Cox got injured, and we haven't really got a backup, or we didn't have a backup. More to come on that later. 0-0, we should have won, given how low Fylde are. We then played Macclesfield and lost 3-1, Palmer Farland with the goal. It was a game where we could have had more, I felt. We only got the goal very late on just as a consolation, but I don't think that was a fair result. I think we probably didn't deserve a draw, but 3-1 seems probably a bit out of it. 0-0 draw against Guiseley. Again, a game where we should have won. We severely missed having a right winger in this game. No creativity, and really, that's where we want a lot of the play to come from. You can tell our best player was, in fact, Daniel. He had 2 key chances. He created a chance, but nobody really to put it in. Crawley are doing well in the league, and they battered us. To be honest, we can't really complain about that. And so to the news. The news is that we've had a few players in, or at least one player in. Stabana's been here for a while. Curtis Young's been here for a while, just as backups, midfield centre for Curtis. Stabana is just a cover at right back. We're not really going to be using him. Curtis Young. These are people recommended to me by my scouts just as stop gaps, I think, just to boost the squad. But this player is the player I've just brought in. Damani Bughale Mellor, a right winger, 2-star comfortability, 4.5-star potential ability. He's only 1 star worse than Rhys Gregor-Cox, currently suited to the division below, but at 19 he is going to be a talent. We brought him in on a free transfer on £250 a week. He was Man United released last season, couldn't find a club. We've brought him in. He will be playing today, which takes us on to our team. Durrell in goal, Amos at left back, Smith and Ogbeta at centre back, Higgins at right back, Finney, Whelan and Young in the centre of midfield, Morton and Mary Williams. Hang on. Have I put the wrong player in? Let's go back, Davis. Go back. Is he must be in the under-18 team. Yeah, he's in the under-18 team. He's hiding. You're not allowed to hide. There we are. All sorted now. Bughale at right wing and Kyle McFarlane playing up front. We're still playing counter, pass into space and structured. Today's a very difficult team. Maidstone are top of the division. Let's get into today's game. A number for Bughale Mellor. He's given the number 22. I think we could really be in for a tough game today. Looking at the top, they're joint running away with it with Newport County. We're down in 17th. We're still 9 points ahead of the relegation zone, which has to be a positive. But the form, only 2 draws in the last 4 games. Yes, we've played some good teams, so you can possibly forgive a number of our mistakes, a number of losses. But we're still in a comfortable position with 12 games to play, or 12 games to play, including this one. We're comfortable at the moment. We'd like a few more points just to kill it. 42 points. Our target is 50. 41 points, rather. So we need 3 wins between now and the end of the season, which I think is very doable. I think it's very doable. I don't have too many reservations that we're going to stay up this year. I feel quite confident that we're going to stay up. Performances are okay. We're still having lots of the ball, and chances have dried up since Rhys Gregor-Cox got injured. But hopefully now we've got someone who likes to play at right wing. We might have a little bit more composure when we get the ball to the final third. 1,700 people have turned up to Torquay today to witness what is a good team. And Torquay. Sutton still don't look like they're doing much, but the game is, we're having plenty of the ball. We're just not really doing much. Durrell with this free kick, he goes long. Young trying to win it, falls to Whelan, who shifts it over to Morton, and there's a possibility of a cross here. McFarlane heads it, and Holmes with a good save. But that was a first shot on target for either team. First real chance of the game. And they're now coming forward with Muldoon. It's a good Scottish name, isn't it? Muldoon. Reason to combo. He's pulled the defence out a little bit there. Lang crosses. Ridala crosses again. Ogbeta, who is far too good for this team. And we're coming forward. Carl McFarlane trying to win it. Edmonds Green saves it. Gives it to Holmes. Winter. And they're still got the ball. It's a long highlight, which usually results in a goal. Here's Long. He gives it in and combo, and it is a goal. We're 1-0 down. Very disappointing because we did really well in that, just in that move to keep them out for such a long time. We even managed to get somewhat a chance ourselves. I'm going to switch to standard. Doesn't look like it's making any difference at all. This, I think, is probably just the final highlight. Durrell with a good save, as it turns out. Higgins is going to get sent off right before the final whistle, which gives Rogers some joy. I've been there. Rogers has... Simon Grayson, I think, has been giving me some jip about the fact that I'm not playing him anywhere near as much as the contract we agreed. I'm just going to play. It's a game over. As the contract we agreed says he would. So he'll be happy because Rogers is going to get some game time. That should be the final whistle. They could get another one just to wrap it all up. It's cleared. Durrell with a good save. And it's all over. 1-0. That's not a bad performance when you think about it. You know, they're top of the league. We could easily have got something from that game. 8 points now, the difference between us and Sutton. We'll be back shortly for the York game. Bear with. And so we're back for this game against York at home. York are more of a target than Maidstone, I'd certainly say. Lewis Rogers comes in at right back. He's not match fit at all, but he's the only other right back we've really got. Buckham Mayer hangs onto his place up at wide right. We've also got this lad. Alex Reid has joined on a transfer, 24-year-old Englishman, £300 a week as a backup, can play defensive and advanced forward, 2.5-star current ability, 4-star potential. He's again just somebody I tinkered whether we should go to a 4-4-2, but the wingers can't really play any deeper, so I thought no, it's going fine at the moment. There's no need to really change things around. So let's get into the game. Alex Reid given the number 24. This is one where I think if we don't win this, we're playing against like 20th or 22nd or something like that. We've got Sutton. Is it Sutton next? Yeah, 21st. That's one we need to win. So I'm debating if we don't win this one, whether a change in tactic might actually be the way forward for that game. We have struggled with this tactic against teams lower in the table because obviously we're playing counter-attacking. I could just switch it to standard, but we've just lost the ball in a stupid place. Luckily, not a lot seems to have come from it so far, but Samuels with the ball, they're prowling around our box, delivering the ball. Simmons brings it down, shoots and scores. And it all came from Eid, who gave the Is it Eid who gave the ball away stupidly? Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. There's no way we should be conceding a goal like that 9 minutes into a game. That's so sloppy. But we've got a corner now. Young delivers, gives it to Finney, who can give it back to Young. He should give it back to Young. He does. Who can whip a ball in. Who does. Ferguson clears. Rogers. Finney. Back to Young. Morton's available. Young shoots and it's over the bar. Starting to get a little bit more involved in the game now. Couple of shots. More in control of that midfield. Rogers with a throw-in to Finney, to Rogers, who gives it to McFarlane, who gives it to Young, who's got some space, shoots, and he shoots wide. Oh, he should have scored. He should have scored. We're going to switch to standard because I think our midfield is good enough to hold that ball further up the field. It's not been the best game for either side, but we're 1-0 down to a really bit of bad play on our part. Cross from Fleming. Simmons with the header. Only 60 away fans. That's shocking. York have got good following in real life. I'm surprised by that. Whelan. Oh, all my coaches have been saying that he's really improving, but he might have just given away the game. And Simmons with his second of the game. And you can't really say much, unfortunately. It's not been the performance we wanted in a game that we perhaps needed to win. Young with the corner. Are we going to get back into it? Will Smith heads over the bar. And Sutton are pulling us back into the relegation zone, which is certainly not what we want. And we haven't got a substitute midfielder. Right, that's it. I'm going to a 4-4-2. Can you play there? Sort of. Go on, you can do your best. Finney can come in and be yeah, you can do that. Young, you can be the advanced playmaker on support. Reed, you can be the defensive forward on support, and you can be the advanced forward on attack. Let's go. I think we're probably going to get stuffed now. 4-4-2 is a totally different way of playing. They're probably going to have all the possession. Oh, what's he done? That's the second time that's happened for us this season. Absolutely shocked. I can't even watch that. Sorry, I'm turning it off. That is awful. You just don't expect that from a halfway decent team. McFarlane's in, shoots. Good save from the keeper. Young with the corner. Finney trying to pick it up, just gives it back to Young. Gives it into Morton, who crosses. Smith's at the back post. It goes over him. And it's just poor, isn't it? Very poor. York jumped to 4th place in this team. I mean, you can see this has been a tough episode. You know, luckily Sutton are losing, so actually it's going to be 7 points. They got a draw in one of their earlier games. 7 points. I mean, that's okay. 10 games to go after this. It's not been a good episode. I'm sorry you've sat through it. We have got another episode coming up shortly. It's only a few games away. And it's all over, and I think the referee probably put us out of our misery there. But we did have a number of good shots. Maybe 4-4-2 is worth a shot against Sutton. Something I think I need to look into. If you've liked that episode, press the like button, subscribe if you want to see more. We'll be back shortly for the games against... Oh, it's only a few days away. Okay, Accrington and Port Vale. And then finally Chelmsford and Bath to finish off the season. Thank you very much.